Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys the finished Disney themed album that I made using the Lake House Cinch bound mini album guide and all that stuff. It is the same album as this that I shared previously. You guys wanted a tutorial, so now I did it in a Disney inspired theme. And I think it turned out so cute. So I want to share with you guys what it looks like. If you guys are looking for this one in particular, the Lake House one, I'll link it down below. But this way you guys could see two albums that are the same, just paper matted differently, and how different they really look. Like, I'm a firm believer in just remaking some of the same album styles or album like tutorials that you like, redoing them in different paper. Let the paper also work for you, and your projects just come out like completely different. Even just with the paper itself, it always looks so different, and I just absolutely love it. So I love remaking my own projects from time to time. This time I did it obviously because I had done this one using my scraps, and then I wanted to do a tutorial for you guys because you guys were asking me for one on Instagram, so I decided to do a tutorial using the Disney theme. But it is using the Lake House Cinch bound mini album tutorial. You could get the cutting guide from my coffee shop, which I'll link down below, but you have the project share video, you have the tutorial for the base, and then you even have a paper matting video in this. And then throughout the cutting guide, there's also photos and things like that, so you could see exactly what you're making, what the pages are going to look like, and all that fun stuff. So definitely recommend checking that out. And with a cutting guide, it just makes everything so much easier to be able to put together and follow along. Okay, so let's get started, and I'll share with you guys what this album looks like on the inside, all completed. And not to mention, this album is also available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested. So it is now listed, it is available. So is the Lake House one if you're looking for like a fishing or lake themed album. But like I said, this one's a Disney theme. So on the cover here, it says it's a mouse thing. I decorated with some puffy stickers and a couple of enamel dots. I have a zigzag stitch all the way around. This is a 1-inch cinch wire here. And then this is what the back looks like. I just did some paper piecing because I didn't have like the full papers that I wanted to use from my paper pad. And that, I think that worked out really well. And then again, I just got to use some of my black scrap wires. So you open this up and it looks like this. You've got a pocket on the inside here. I have another little like puffy sticker here that says admit 1. I mainly use the Magical Adventure collection by Echo Park, but I did pull some sheets from my stash, which are also Echo Park, just different like collections of theirs. They have like Magical Adventure 2. I think there's a third. I don't know. There's just a bunch of different like Disney themed collections, and I had ephemera from different collections and all that stuff. So I kind of mixed and matched, but most of the base pages that I covered up are using just like Magical Adventure. I just know this paper is not from that collection. So anyway, in this pocket here, I have this, which is just like a little Polaroid thing. You could write and journal on the back with some like white gel pen, but you could just include like a Polaroid photo and the date. I was thinking if you wanted to, you could just kind of stick this down here and have extra photos like tucked into the pocket. I think that would be really cute, but I do have it just tucked in the pocket for now. Here on this page, this is just a tuck spot, so I do have a photo mat. Now you could add 4x6 photos comfortably in this album, which is something I love about this album because it is on the bigger side. You don't need to crop any 4x6 photos. So here is a 4x6. You put it right under there, glue it down, and there you go. Like 4x6 photos fit perfectly, and I still have the border of the paper all the way around, and it just looks awesome. So you don't have to do any cropping. You could also have this if you want underneath there, like covering up the photo. Like you could glue down the photo and have that as a journal spot if you wanted to. You can also glue down the photo, tuck this in behind your photo as an extra journal spot, and then you could pull that out. I'd probably put this off to like the side then if you're gonna do that, so that this can hang off the side and it's easier to grab. But yeah, or you don't have to use that at all, or you could just use this and use that as your photo mat and put a photo on top of there. So you could do it however you'd like, but that is included there, and that just says Wonder and Dream. Then this page flips. Here we have an angled top pocket. And inside of here, I just have this photo mat or extra journaling space. So you could write on the back. Now for here, you would probably want to do like a 4x5 size photo if you were going to add a photo to this. So let me see, 4x5. Yeah, 4x5 would fit perfectly, and you still have a little bit of a white border if you wanted to do that. Or you could do anything smaller than that as well. I mean, you could do a 3x3, you could do a 3x4, and then you could also do some journaling on the bottom as well. And that just lives in this top, like, tuck right there, or top pocket. Then this page here is magnetized, and that just kind of flips out like that. So you could either journal here or add photos. Like I said, you could do like 3x4 photos. You could do a 3x4 and then put a date if you wanted to, or do a 3x4 and then I guess something smaller, or just do 2 3x3s. So you can put a 3x3 here and here. This is not a pocket or anything, because there is a magnet under here, so I didn't put a pocket there, but that way it'll like stay closed when you do add photos. And then obviously you could add photos to this page as well. So much fun. And then you'd have to crop, if you do a 4x6 on this front page, you just have to crop it down a little. But that would work as well. Or you could just do a 3x4 here if you'd like. And then you could do 3x4 here, like peeking out. I mean, whatever you'd like, right? So you have so many options with this. I love that it's on the bigger side because you don't have to crop your photos, and you have so many different like photo variation options that you could do. Then this page here is a full page for a photo. You could either do a 4x6. You could even do a 5x7 if you wanted to. 7 is the size, the height of the patterned paper, so it would still fit on here. So you could do a 5x7. You could do a couple of 3x4s next to each other. You could do 4 of these 3x3s. So you could have one there, have one here, have one here, and have one here. That would look like a really cool page. So you just have that to kind of collage and whatever, add whatever photos you'd like. Then here I have this ephemera piece that just says vacation that I matted onto black cardstock with a larger photo mat here. So if you don't want to just collage and add your photos directly there, you could add your photo on top of that. And a 4x6 kind of fits here. I'd probably crop it down a little. And then if you wanted to, you could even add like a little date going sideways or whatever, or just like a little note if you wanted to use that, or just use that as journal space. Same thing here. You don't have to have this tucked in here. You can just add some photos, right? Like you can collage your photos and do whatever you'd like. You don't have to just do 4x6 photos, but here's an example. That's a 4x6. This is a 2x3. And then a 2x2. So you can kind of mix and match and add your photos however you'd like. But yeah, it would just look so much fun. Like this is such a great like scrapbook, and I feel like it is so beginner friendly. So I'm going to tuck that back in there. Then the next page here, this has a pocket with the photo mats. So again, you can write on these. You can add your photos to these. You can add gift cards into the pocket if you'd like. You could add additional photos into the pocket. Like you don't have to use these at all. You could take these out, use them in another project, do whatever you want with them. Like you don't have to use those. But this is in this pocket here. And then there's another pocket here that has 2 more. Just different sizes, the same size as the large one, but different on the smaller size. And otherwise, you can also, if you don't want to use a pocket, just cover it up completely with a 4x6 photo and close it up. You don't have to use the pocket. If you do want to still use the pocket, you could also add in a 4x6 that is landscape style, and then still have these tucked in the pocket behind it. So there's just so many different ways to kind of like get your photos in here. And I love it, love it, love it. This is like one of the larger albums I feel like I've made. Then here you've got this full size page. And this right here, you can add something in that pocket. Actually, I'm going to go back and add something right now because I didn't do that yet. All right, here we go. I just did this photo mat here, but this lives in this pocket right here. So then you can add additional photos here or do some journaling. Like I said, you could fit like a 4x6 on here. So that would work great. or you could add your 4x6s here, or you could, like I said, collage. I really like the look of the 4 3x3 photos though. I think that would look so nice if you were to fill that up. But there's that insert there. Then there's this page. It just has a little tuck spot, again with a photo mat here. You could use it or not use it. You could add a photo there. And then here on this back page, I have 2 pockets. It says dream big, and then this one doesn't say anything, but they do both have tags where you could do additional photos. So you could do a 3x3 if you wanted to, or you could do a 2x3, you could do a 2x2, and then do some journaling underneath it, like whatever you'd like. So you have one here in this pocket that says dream big, and then you have one in this pocket as well. And there you go. So just additional space right there for photos or for journaling. Like, how cute would this be to document like your trip to Disney, or a cruise, a Disney themed cruise or whatever, or a party, a Disney themed party. Again, another full-size page here. So here is a full-size page for photos, and here as well. Then here you've got a belly band and an ephemera piece that says family. And in this belly band, you have this large insert, and this is like a little booklet. So you have plenty of space for photos here, here, and you could even add photos to the back. So you could do that on there. Okay, and then this last page has another like flip out like this, and you just have more like solid cardstock for either journaling or photos or whatever you'd like. And then you could add another large photo here, just like that, or a 5x7. Now this piece right here, this is not a tuck spot, it's just a sticker, like a puffy sticker that I had in my stash with the Disney themed collections, but I think you could just fit a 4x6 or a 5x7 comfortably there anyway. And if you really wanted to, you could possibly like lift this up a little. Yeah, it's lifting up, so you could totally lift it up and like tuck a photo kind of underneath it and then stick it back down, maybe with some additional glue then. But so yeah, so that is this whole Disney themed album I was able to make using my Lake House cinch bound mini album tutorial for this. Same idea, same layout, and already you could see it just looks completely different. And when I did the paper matting video for the Disney themed one, I showed you guys what it looks like plain. And I said, once you add a little bit of decoration, it like changes the whole look of it once again. So if you guys are looking to see what it looked like before any decorations, like check that out. It makes such a difference. Just a little bit of decoration goes such a long way, and adding in like some of these goodies and things like that, like it just goes such a long way and changes the look of the album once again. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Again, this is available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested, and the cutting guide is available in my coffee shop, which I'll have it linked down below. And that's it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.